my mic. Is that going to work? Is that better? Got the little microphone meter going up and down. Shall we just try this once more? Can you hear now? Okay, let me just try again with that. And it should be working. I think it's working. I think it is. Oh no, hang on. I need to do well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Hands in there, like you just don't care. Okay. If it's working now, that's all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, okay. I'm in the prison laundry room, as usual. So yes, I typed the link. Type the link to the Google form. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what the Google form looks like. I've got it on here somewhere. Okay, so first of all, it goes off to bio link there. It goes off to my bio link, which looks like that, and then there it says secrets and advice. Where are you? There. Secrets and advice, and then if you tap onto that, it goes to there, like that. That's the Google form there. Right. So hello everybody. Welcome. Every I was saying before I knew the microphone wasn't working. Every Saturday night we do secrets and advice, and you anonymously message me with whatever you want to say to me, any secret you want to tell me, anything you want to confess to me, any advice that you'd like. I will say though, what I'm going to do is as with last week, I'm going to make sure. Well, I'm going to. If there's lots of messages coming in about which are, from one person to another person in here, if it's basically just using this as a way of messaging for whatever reason another person, then I'm not going to encourage that too much. But yeah, this week is Habs Games. That's next week. What delight today will bring, yes. Okay, so I've got one or two that came in since last week. Just today, somebody, shall I say who? I could say who, I shan't. Somebody messaged me to say, I confess I'm still on chapter 25 of The Night Manager. You should be. I mean, you should be a third of the way through the next book now. Yes, that's vegan dough. I can confirm. That's what dough message me to say. Yes, should be on In This Place, Not Of It is the next book that we're going to be reviewing, and you should be a distance away through that already. Previous response. Now, as I was saying last week, I mean, this could just be to anybody. This could just be placing a message out there into the ether. No, Deli, I haven't picked it up. Terrible. Not privy to this book club. Well, the last Monday of every month, I review a book. So I tell you what book we're going to be reading each time at the end of the last Monday of each month, and then I know one other person at least is reading this. I do have Twitch, yes, I do. So I know one other person at least is reading the September's book, and at the end of it we will review it, and I can read short passages for review and critique purposes. And it's a book called In This Place Not Of It, but I'll send you the link if you want to know about that, Gemma. Offer 3 books and let the book club... Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, that, yeah. Might not be as quick. Well, you get a month. That's... to get the book, have it delivered to your local library, perhaps, if it's not in there, and read it in a month. That's not usually too difficult. Read a book in a month, and normally, you can get them on Kindle or whatever. Yeah, I think that's quite a good idea. Offer 3 books. Yes, that's okay. So also, previous secret / advice, whatever. Incidentally, speaking of advice, I'm not a professional advice giver. I'm not a psychologist or a doctor or a priest or anything like that. Just me, I'll give you some advice, if I can do. So once now, so like I say, this could just be a message sent out into the ether. It's not necessarily directed at anyone in particular, but it says, I have a massive crush on you. I mean, who knows who that's for? But yeah, there you go. And let me just check, where was the last one? Yes, okay, right. Okay, so there's another one just come in just now. Okay. It says, so this is another one in the long-running saga. It is, I tried to message Leggy on Insta. She didn't even read my message. What am I supposed to do now? I haven't seen her live. Someone said she was banned. Where did she go? I hope she comes in here. I miss her gorgeous smile so much, it says. What do you do now? Let's see if she... I don't know, see if she reads the message, send her a message somewhere else. I don't know. I mean, come on, you don't need my advice for that. What do you do now? Yeah. and get a life, yes. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks. This has been going on and nothing seems... Well, okay, send one message. Send her a message somewhere where she's more likely to get it. And if she doesn't read it, take that as a hint, I think. That's what I'm doing. So that, yeah, I mean, you don't need my advice for that. It's, yeah. Got much left. All right, okay. Oh, yes. Something like that this week. Could be sensible. Could be sensible. Was it me saying that, Vegan Dog? No, it wasn't me saying that. That was me reading the next one. So let me put up that in the comments, and then I think I can present it on screen for those of you who are watching on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. bio.link/A9630, and you'll get, as I say, you'll find my bio link with all the different links to lots of different places, including the secrets and advice form. Let me just shut my watch off. Yeah, shut it up rather. Yeah, no more drama. Sensible. No more drama. Incidentally, speaking of drama and Gemma, Gemma showed to me a letter that she'd received from the hospital or a doctor, and it listed all of her ailments. Everything that well, actually not all, but she showed me the first page of ailments or things that have happened to her, including, well, I won't say, but lots and lots of things that Gemma's talked about, and lots more that she hasn't talked about actually. And you know, it's perfectly legitimate. You know, it wasn't photoshopped. It had her name and address, and you know, her local hospital, and an official NHS headed notepaper with I think it was from one doctor to another one, sort of saying, "This is Gemma. This is a list of all of the incidents and yeah, lots of things on this list of things that have affected Gemma." Yeah, indeed. It's not something I felt I should. No, you shouldn't have to justify yourself at all. You know, you're a CC. Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not something you should need to justify or need to make public. But yeah, like I say, Gemma showed me a picture of this letter, you know, paper letter, not like, well, and yeah, listed lots of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if that person had seen, as a mutual friend was discussing, if that person had seen you and Thomas in hospital overnight when you were live streaming from Thomas's bedside in the cancer ward, you know, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So so yes, you can send me, as I say, send me requests for advice, whatever you want my advice about. You can tell me something you want to confess to, something you want to say, your deepest, darkest secret that you want to get off your chest. It upset, yeah, of course it upset you, absolutely. Naturally. So any reason you wish to anonymously message me, and it'll stay anonymous, even if you're to say what your name is in the even if you type your name into the little name box, you can type whatever name you want, so I won't know if you're being honest or not. I don't see IP addresses or anything like that. Is there anything I want to confess? I'm not sure there is. I'm not sure there is, really. I've never sent in one of these to myself. Not yet, anyway. You're watching this and the tennis. How's the tennis going? Interesting story in the tennis, isn't it? Yeah, so I've never, like I said, I've never sent in one of these to myself. You didn't go to the pub. I didn't go to the pub this week. I didn't know. Didn't go to the pub. Didn't go to the cafe either. Dead level. Ooh. Yeah, so didn't go to the pub, didn't go to the cafe. Cafe is closed for the rest of the month. I don't know why. But I wasn't going to go anyway, to be honest. Well, maybe I was. Maybe I was. But I didn't go to the pub, partly because just didn't really fancy it. Been doing a lot of work this week, and I just, didn't particularly want to go and do that. And because there's a spike in the virus at the moment here, it's kind of out of control. The number of new cases in Scotland. So I thought, it's optional. I don't really have to go there. And although they're, very safe, they're all masked up and everything. Yeah. So it's pretty bad at the moment. Here in the Scottish borders, there's about 100,000 people, and the weekly new cases is about 500 new cases per week out of 100,000 people. So it's about as high as it's been at all at any stage of the pandemic. Fewer people in hospital, fewer people dying, because a lot of people have been vaccinated, but there's so much around that people are still going to hospital. In fact, one of my learners who I work with is in hospital at the moment with COVID. So there's people getting the virus and people getting ill, and there's a lot of people who can't get the vaccines. So I thought it's just best to, not go to the pub quite as much as I might do. When you're having the book review, it'll be the last Monday of each month. So that will be probably about 10 o'clock on Monday the 27th. So you got just over 2 weeks. Just over 2 weeks to do that. Why it's closed? The cafe, I wouldn't have thought so, because they said closed for the rest of the month. So if there'd been an outbreak there, you'd have thought, quarantine's only like 10 days or something. They wouldn't have had to have necessarily closed for 3 weeks, whatever it was. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Emma's won the first set. Excellent. Good stuff. Nice. Nice to see. Somebody who I follow on Twitter said, put your money on her for Sports Personality of the Year before tonight, because if she wins, then her odds will drastically reduce. How do you send in questions? What you do, Aisha, hello. What you do is you go to this link here, which I shall show on the screen for those of you watching on YouTube. So there is bio.link/A9630. Go to that link, bio.link/A9630, and you'll get to there, my bio link page, right, with apps and Twitter and YouTube and all of that. And there is the secrets and advice Google form on that. And you tap onto that and you get to secrets and advice there, like that. Like that. And then you send me an anonymous message. You got a $17.99 copy of Hamlet for $60 on eBay. Sounds impressive. Put your money where your mouth is. Well, there's no money involved here. Right, a few more come in. Okay. Okay, what about the picture that she posted that she drew while sitting in the hospital with Thomas? Big long story. How about she drew this angel while sitting by his bed? Oh, sorry, a big long story about how she drew this angel while sitting by her bed. Reverse image, search the image, and it doesn't belong to her. It belongs to a different artist from years ago. If she lies about that, what else did she lie about? She's a fraud, it says. Well, I don't want people to be anonymously making accusations. If you want to speak to Gemma, I'm sure it's possible to do that. You don't need to do it anonymously, sending me anonymously messages here if you want to do that. A reference image, yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I do, copying images when I'm drawing. Stop being anonymous. Yeah. Next, Haps is so toxic lately. People being attacked. I haven't ever broadcast for this reason, because Haps are so selective of who they help, who they support. It's a popularity contest. I guess it kind of is a popularity contest in many ways. But there's no need to play along with that, I don't think. I don't think there's any real need to try to garner affection or friends or popularity. I don't think there's any real need to do that. You can stay out of that. I like to do my best to stay out of that. No, yeah, I think any more, like I say, I think no more sending messages about other people in here, especially not when it's anonymous and can't not be anonymous in a way. Are Haps selective with the support in terms of who gets banned, or who gets paid attention to? I shall leave that up to your own discretion. But yeah, Haps can be. I mean, the Haps platform, along with all other social media, can be a toxic place, unfortunately, because it's full of people, and people can be horrible. You know, people are negative, and people are. It's in human nature to be negative towards each other often, and social media allows that to happen. It allows it to flourish. It allows a lot more. It allows positive things to flourish as well. But social media, I think, does kind of heighten the interaction. It turns up the interaction, if you see what I mean. It increases it and makes it more intense. But yeah. That's exactly it. Mostly then, absolutely. Be the light in the dark. Yes. And remember, if there was no darkness, there would be no stars. So there kind of has to be some darkness. That's human nature. But it's a shame that it's putting you off broadcasting. I mean, I really enjoy broadcasting. Nobody ever gets at me. You know, nobody ever attacks me or talks bad about me. If they do, I completely ignore them. Makes no difference. Genuinely makes no difference to me. I really enjoy it. I think a lot of other people would enjoy it if they started broadcasting as well. I get where you're coming from, but it works. It works for me. It works for a lot of people. There's a lot of positive here. I mean, I've made a lot of good friends here, certainly. And by and large, the vast majority of the people who come into my broadcasts are more than nice, It's only don't charge. Well, yeah, who knows? Who knows why some people say the things they do, unfortunately. Pluck up the courage to ask her out. Yes, pluck up the courage to ask her out. Quite right. Correct, if you want to do that. Right. Okay. My boyfriend of 8 years, so this, again, not me speaking, this is another response that's come in. My boyfriend of 8 years cheated on me. Was I wrong to contact the girl? I have random outbursts of anger and take it out on him. Also, I had a dream today of him with another girl. Is my dream telling me something? Okay, let's deal with the dream thing first. Your dreams... Hello, Asha. Your dreams cannot tell you anything that you don't already know. There is... I mean, your asleep mind doesn't know anything that your waking mind doesn't. It doesn't have more information. It's, you know, there's nothing that it might be telling you other than what you already know, how you already feel. Your dream is telling you you're upset, exactly, and rightly so. Were you wrong to contact the girl? I wonder why you did that. You know, why did you contact her? That, I mean, if it was to say, well, you know, he's my boyfriend, we've been together for 8 years, did you realize this? You know, if it was for that reason, I can see the point. If it was just to have a go at her, that's only negative. So although I can see why you'd do that, you shouldn't. So should you have contacted her? Depends why. It depends if you were doing it for only negative reasons to attack her. You can anonymously massage me if you want to. If you're doing it for negative reasons, then no, you shouldn't have done it. But I can see why. You know, it's a very natural thing to want to do. I have random outbursts of anger and take it out on him. Well, again, I can see why you'd be angry. Obviously, it's perfectly, you know, anger is a perfectly reasonable response. But I do think, hang on, well, okay, yes, yep. Let me, hang on, let me just go back and read a little bit. Do you contact her to find out what really happened, to confirm what happened? No, because she may not know and be in the same position. Dreams of the subconscious giving us messages. Contacted for confirm, not accuse. Okay, I hope that person reads what Gemma's saying there. So yeah, I'll read that message again. My boyfriend of 8 years cheated on me. Was I wrong to contact the girl? I have a random outburst of anger and take it out on him. Also, I had a dream today of him with another girl. Is my dream telling me something? So what's worrying me a little bit there is the random outbursts of anger. Now, anger I can understand, you know, verbally having a go at him. Just make sure there's nothing physical to it, you know. I can see why you'd be angry, but make sure there's, you know, make sure there's no abuse back at him. And, you know, any physical stuff would be entirely wrong. So if that's happening, got to make yourself stop. And of course, I would say you have to consider if you want to be in a relationship with him. I mean, people do say that if you lose trust in him, then it'll never really come back. And it's always possible, now you know that he's capable of cheating on you, then it's, you know, it's always possible that it may happen again. So I would certainly be thinking hard about whether you want to be with him or not. My lower neck muscles are very tight. Do I need an anonymous massage for that? Okay. Maybe take some time apart. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah. Do I get many anonymous messages? Usually I get about 20 a week, something like that. Something like that. I've got 16 so far today. Right, so this is a new one. So the person who we've spoken about before, the woman who has discovered she's bisexual and her former partner is trying to get a hold of their child and take him off to his country where he is very powerful and could do nothing about it. She could do nothing about it. So here she is with an update. My ex-husband, as you know, came to London looking for me. I have since taken the kids and taken some compassionate leave and moved to another city with a friend who is helping me out. I've got to make sure he doesn't get hold of the kids, as I have no legal protection if he gets them over his border. I'm not sure what to do. I don't own my house, so I'll lose it if I'm not actually residing in it for longer than so many weeks, I believe. I'm so lost. Well, I think it's a good idea, so let me just read that again. My ex-husband, as you know, came to London looking for me. I have since taken the kids and taken some compassionate leave and moved to another city with a friend who is helping me out. I have got to make sure he doesn't get hold of the kids, as I have no legal protection if he gets them over his border. I'm not sure what to do. I don't own my house, so I'll lose it if I'm not actually residing in it for longer than so many weeks, I believe. I'm so lost right now. Yeah, so I think it's a good idea to get away and, get out of his where he's expecting you to be. So yes, I think that's probably a sensible thing to do. About your house, not residing there. I mean, is it possible to ask somebody to be there occasionally? A friend or a neighbor to pop in and like pick up your mail and open and close the curtains or something, just to make it appear that if anybody was looking, appear that somebody is residing there. I don't know. Some of you might be able to advise about that. Time part, yeah. Maybe send the kids to a relative. Yeah. Yes, that's not a bad idea, Mark. It's not a bad idea. But yeah, I'm pleased that you've got yourself out of that situation where they're in immediate danger. House sitter, yeah. You miss Periscope. Hello, Lana. Yeah, I miss Periscope. Hello, the bed. But there is Haps, and I like Haps. It's different, slightly different to Periscope, but I like Haps. An automatic curtain open and closer machine, yes. I'm fairly sure those do already exist. I think there are such things. So if you have any advice for this person, do say. Next. I need to confess that I stole a purple burglar alarm from a shop. Okay. Did it sell girly whirlies? Okay. I bought myself a birthday cake because I was sad I didn't have one. Nothing wrong with buying yourself a birthday cake. But a happy birthday to you, that person. I hope it was delicious, the cake as well as the birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to the anonymous person who bought themselves a cake. That'd be nice. That was you, was it? Okay. The ex may be watching the house, hoping someone will appear. That is a good point. Yes, that is a good point. The next one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've already heard about that. So the person who you just messaged a few minutes ago, I've already heard a lot about that, and there's nothing about money involved. Why does Gemma not do art scopes anymore? Good question. It'd be nice if she did. I shouldn't write anything anymore. Somebody told me that I was nosy and disrespectful for asking a simple question, so now I second guess everything I say. Okay. I shouldn't write anything anymore. Somebody told me that I was nosy and disrespectful for asking a simple question, so now I second guess everything I say. Well, if you thought you weren't being nosy or disrespectful, apologize. Say you didn't mean to. And then consider, maybe consider why they thought that, but don't put your opinions of what you do into the hands of other people. Don't allow other people to have control over what you think is right. Yeah. If you thought it was fine, then it's fine. I mean, if lots of people are saying, stop asking me questions, that's too personal, that's, whatever, too rude, well, maybe take a hint. But if one person says that, accept it, accept that they mean it, apologize, but don't let that control what you do and how you think of what you do. Desk isn't accessible. Yes, you want to do an actual one on paper so that so people can see you actually drawing. Yeah. A simple question, but quite rude. Yes, that's true. Yeah, a simple question doesn't necessarily mean not rude. But yes, it's difficult to know the circumstances, of course. But in general, don't allow other people's opinions to control what you do. Yeah, okay. Wow. Okay. Right, that's a message for a particular person. I will pass that message on and see what they say about it, but I'm not going to read it because it's about a particular person. That's unnecessary. I wish the guy who likes Leggy would either grow a pair or shut the heck up. And then they say something else which is funny, but I'm not going to read it because, again, personal. But yeah, okay, fair enough. One person just says A, that's all, just A, that's it. I am allowed to discuss it publicly, but that's all they said, A. Okay. Can I say I really fancy you and am in awe? I've only got the confidence to say this as it's online. In person, I'd be a nervous wreck. That's nice. If that's about me, I appreciate that very much. Thank you. It's nice to hear. I shan't say who it is, obviously, but I like hearing that. Hang on. The med was at the desk, was he? But if the person said they were offended, just tell me you meant no malice. Apologize and move on, and remember to not ask those kinds of questions to that person. Yeah, fair enough. That wasn't me, but I'd say if it was what? That wasn't me, but I'd say it was me. Which one? Anyway. Just been catching up with chat, right? Why has Med been in Gemma's bedroom to see her desk? Yes, that's curious. Okay, but thank you to that person who sent that message. Yeah, I've just had my point proven, really. The person who is sending you messages to attack another user. I have seen people say horrible stuff to her and about her and many other people, and there is no need for it. No wonder Haps is going quiet. Also, yes, Haps do support certain people and not others. Absolutely, they do. Yeah, I mean, I kind of sympathize with you saying point proven. Yeah. No. I haven't personally, so again, I'm not going to read this out, but I haven't personally seen all of this stuff. But as far as I understand it, it's definitely not what was happening at all. The way I hear it, that's definitely not the case. Quite the opposite, if anything. No, Vegan Dough did not tell you to ask that. Why did I not read? Okay, so it says, why you not read my motorboat comment? What does my dream mean? I need advice. I didn't read it because it was about a particular person. I didn't wish to read out that particular comment. What does your dream mean? I mean, dreams don't really have much meaning. As far as I'm concerned, dreams are just it's like you're a car engine that's idling. Your brain is really doing nothing when it's asleep, and it's just randomly throwing up these images and going through your previous day and showing you things that you're worried about, things that you desire. There's no real meaning. I'm not sure anyone can be 100% unbiased. What do you think? No, I don't think it's possible to be 100% unbiased. This has to be about me that you're getting stuff. All funds go here. I do not get them. Thomas Fund, yes. Love working out dreams. I'm not sure you love working out that dream. Let me put it like that. I'm not going to, yeah, like I say, I'm not going to read that dream one. Let's just find it. Hang on. I'm fairly sure you know what that dream means anyway. I'm fairly sure. Okay, I think we're caught up. We're caught. It means they're an S. Yes, probably. I think we're caught up with that. So let me put the link in there again and present it on screen so you can see it there. bio.link/A9630. That's where you'll find my secrets and confessions. It's where you'll find all the other links as well. Haps, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all the other ones as well. So that's what it looks like. And then you go to secrets and advice. There. And you go to the form there. That's what that looks like. And you send me an anonymous message, just like that. Dreaming about mouth being stitched shut. What? 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 Do I like butterflies? I do like butterflies. Yes. Yeah, when I was walking, what was it, Thursday. I saw some nice butterflies. I saw, I think it's called, hang on, where are you? I think it's called, there we are. I think it's called a small copper that I saw about a week ago, which looked really nice. Yeah, I like butterflies. And I cannot lie. No, I genuinely have never dreamed about that. No. Okay. I should look forward to that then. Right. Okay, so it's the same person as before. I can only stay where I am for another week. It's far from ideal, but as we don't have beds, etc. here, just a sofa and blow-up mattress. I will have to come back home soon, but I'm worried he will have found out where I live. Ah, he doesn't know that. Okay. I don't use my married name anymore. I've had it changed back and use my mother's maiden name, not even what it was before I married. Sensible thing to do. I haven't got any family I can leave my kids with. Okay. Let me just read that again. I can only stay where I am for another week. It's far from ideal as we don't have beds, etc. here. Just a sofa and blow-up mattress. I will have to come back home soon, but I'm worried he will have found out where I live. I don't use my married name anymore. I've had it changed back and use my mother's maiden name, not even what it was before I married. I haven't got any family I can leave my kids with. I wonder if yeah, same person from previous weeks, Mad. I wonder if it'd be just sensible just to let the police know that you think you're in danger, and I mean, maybe they would send a car around occasionally just to have a look, and then if somebody was watching, then they would see the police there quite often. Please recap story. Okay. Something called an MARAC. What's that? MARAC. You'll have to say, yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so briefly, this person, at least it's when there's yeah, well, I was thinking something along those lines. Yeah. Okay, so briefly, this person was married to somebody who, or has a child with somebody who lives in a different country, a kind of a very, very conservative religious kind of a country. And they split up, and now if he ever took their child back to his country, she would have no rights, and basically she would never see them again. You remember, okay. Does the husband have diplomatic immunity? Well, she says that he is a powerful person. I don't know if that means diplomatic immunity, but somebody who's rich and powerful and can get away with things, basically. Yeah, so it was, I can only stay where I am for another week, no beds, come back home soon, but why do you find out where I live? Change name, haven't got family I can leave my kids with. Sensible to change your name. Yeah, make sure you're not on the electoral roll under your old name. Divorced, I'm not certain if they're divorced. Your dad threatened what? Diplomatic immunity? They may have said if they're actually divorced or exactly what the legal situation is there. I can't recall, to be honest. Should you use burner phones? Expensive to do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary, but it's an idea anyway. Lieutenant Colonel, Air Force. Diplomatic immunity. Would they have diplomatic immunity? If you look at that woman who who ran down that guy in the on the road, had that road traffic incident. I don't want to say accident, but I mean, she wasn't a diplomat, was she? But well, I don't know. My track phone calls. I don't. Well, I mean, yeah, it's something to think about. Obviously, I don't know the situation, so I don't know what Theo is capable of doing. But certainly, it's a perfectly valid point to make, Margaret. It's a very valid point to make. It's something for that person to consider for sure, if they need to do that. Oh my goodness, lots more. I mean, panties shaped like butterflies. Panties shaped like butterflies? 4 wings? Do you think someone genuine having feelings for you, Andrew? Is this a joke? Serious question. Who knows? I know no more than you do. I mean, there's nothing in. Is there something inherently amusing about the idea that somebody might have serious feelings for me? Vetoes. Would you believe, Vegan Dough, it might just be Vito sending that in. I mean, look, thing is, I try to regard whatever somebody sends me in as being serious rather than as being a joke, because sometimes people use a joke to say something they're actually serious about. And chances are, in the broad tapestry of human life, somebody is experiencing that, even if that person who sent it in thought it might be a joke. So I try to not. I try to treat everything as being at least potentially serious. Check my DMs, and you've been sending me pictures of ladies' underwear. While I'm doing that, okay, right. Well, at least it's on a mannequin. It looks more like a moth to me, but yeah, okay. I won't show you, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, fine, fine. Vito, if you're wearing that, no. Next, right. Why are the people on the cover of the book all people of color? The book is about all races. Good question. So this book is the Monday Night Book Club book. Okay, thank you, Bucks. Yes, sometimes I've noticed comments disappear. Yeah, I didn't see anything other than Aisha's first message, I think. Okay. Yeah, so the book club book, In This Place Not of It, front cover is 4 or 5 female prisoners, all of them black. The question is why are they all black when the book is about people of different races? Don't know. It might be to highlight the disproportionate number of black people in American prisons, perhaps. I never make fun of Scottish guys' short miniskirt because they might kilt me. Okay, and why not, as Vegan Dough says. Let's have the wings open or closed. Open. That's how you can tell a moth from a butterfly. Yeah, they were open. But it looked more like a moth to me. I wonder what Aisha's saying in that case. She might have to send me a message here. Right. Okay, sorry to change the subject, but I think 9/11 was an inside job. I've seen countless documentaries, and I read red documents too, and the government is lying to us. Over 3,000 people died for a bunch of oil money. Absolutely disgusting. I disagree. I don't think it's possible to do that. And you wouldn't need that excuse anyway. If you wanted to go and invade a country, as we saw with the previous invasion of Iraq, it's perfectly possible to and indeed with Afghanistan. Well, I'll come back to Afghanistan. It's perfectly possible to cook up a reason to go and invade a country for oil if you want to do that. And remember, Afghanistan doesn't have any oil, so where's that? Why that doesn't fit? Doesn't make sense. So no, I disagree. I disagree. You can tell him that if you want to. Interesting. Sorry, I feel so bad for lying, but it was getting boring last week, so I came up with a story about the kids and the imaginary husband. I do apologize, but we needed something to talk about, and I want to see how good your audience was at helping. So far, they didn't do too shabby. Once again, I'm sorry, I'll stop. Interesting. Sorry, I feel so bad for lying, but it was getting boring last week, so I came up with a story about the kids and the imaginary husband. I do apologize, but we needed something to talk about, and I want to see how good your audience was at helping. So far, they didn't do too shabby. Once again, I'm sorry, I'll stop. Now, what was that? What was that? Kids and the imaginary husband. I don't recall that. Was it written by a black author? It's written by lots of different people. It's different people's stories. Lots of different ones. But all female. How do you know that's not a lie? Yeah. Impossible to know. Lying is okay if it's from boredom. No, it's not. That's been going. No, this is not that person. The bisexual woman and the husband. Not that person. I know because they use there's a certain thing they say that only I can see and I don't read out. So it's not that person who said they'd made something up. It's not that person we were talking about. Yes, not the overseas husband and all of that, because that person, I can tell when it is them and when it's not. Can bisexuals be monogamous? Yes. Bisexuals can't be monogamous. Serious question. Can you do a teaching stream educating us on the difference between Taliban, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, ISIS-X, Hezbollah, not Hezaballs. Was that Michael Heseltine's nickname? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into that, to be honest. I will take your question on board, Barps, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I can maybe send you a link to some information about that, rather than me doing a teaching scope about it. I think that'd be the best thing. Okay, so this is that person. He does indeed have a diplomatic passport. He is from Saudi Arabia and is very powerful. My kids have a dual national status, and one was born in Saudi. We were married in Saudi, and we traveled back to London a few times too. We were legally married a few years, but it got very violent and aggressive. I am scared that he will get the kids and I'll never see them again. So let me just read that again. And I know that this is the person, same person. He does indeed have a diplomatic passport. He is from Saudi Arabia and is very powerful. My kids have a dual national status and one was born in Saudi. We were married in Saudi and we travelled back to London a few times too. We were legally married a few years, but it got very violent and aggressive. I'm scared that he will get the kids and never see them again. Yeah, so that's just a bit of clarity there. Andrew, I do genuinely like you, and it's not a joke. I won't tell you because I asked a few weeks back if you would date anyone whom you met on social media, and you outright said no. That's right. And I think we'll make this the last one because it's 11 o'clock. Is Andrew Leo meant to ask? Oh, quite. Middle East is, yes, I think we can say, Mark, the Middle East is simple but complex. The Saudi king and his wife came here and sought diplomatic immunity and got kids here. Not sure. Let's go for another half an hour. It's last one, I think. Can you recommend me a program to watch on Amazon Prime? I'm bored. Well, I don't have Amazon Prime, so I can't, but maybe my viewers can. I've watched the first episode of what's it called? The new-ish, the BBC drama set on board a submarine. I forget what it's called, but I watched the first episode of that and I thought that was very good. Distracted from your head, right? The Night Manager. I haven't seen that, but it's a good book. What else have I watched recently? I rewatched Hot Fuzz, which is a good film, funny. Hello, Vader. No spoilers, no. Well, I've only seen the first episode, and it's set. Well, I can tell you a little bit about the first episode. Hot Fuzz, huh? Yeah, I think it's very funny. And I saw things. It must be 10 years since I saw it, and I certainly have forgotten the jokes, and I saw things that I'm sure I hadn't spotted before. Very funny film. Okay, so yeah, set on board a submarine. There's a death, possibly a murder, on a submarine. One of the sailors gets killed, and it looks as if it's being covered up. There's a civilian police officer who is sent into the submarine because it was in territorial waters. It was within Scottish waters, so a Scottish police officer is flown onto the submarine to investigate the death. And it has, because it's one of the nuclear submarines, it has to go back out to sea. So she's kind of alone on this submarine investigating a death, and we don't know who's involved in a cover-up. So that's the first episode. It doesn't have the Beatles in it. So yeah, that was quite good. It's 6-part or something. So yes, I've been watching that, and it was pretty good. Same producers as Line of Duty. Yeah, better than Feed. What else have I been watching recently? Let's see. Where's my television app? Love Line of Duty. Yes, Line of Duty is excellent. No internet connection. Yes, there is. I don't need to do that. Where am I? There, that one. Why are you connected? Not switched on. Anyway, I'll think what else. Can't watch any horror or crime. Well, it's pretty tense, so it might not be for you, Vegan Dough. Yeah, but it's good. I should talk about Feed here. Feed. What? Feed. Check the form. Oh, God. It's meant to be the last one. I hope someone isn't trying to make out online. No, not you, not you. Don't worry. No. No, somebody else. Okay, last one. Is Veda still here? Veda still, yes. Okay. The last secret / confession says, my girlfriend Veda is the most beautiful human ever. Thanks. I wonder who that might be from. But certainly somebody did just insist that I check the form. Right. You hope it's from who it's from. I'm sure it is from who you hope it's from. Does that make sense? Could be another Vader. Could be. Yeah. Right. So next week, fuck the other Vader. Next week, hopefully we'll be doing charades. So it's alternating weeks. 1 week it's secrets and advice. Next week it's charades. So if I get people volunteering to take part next week, and if I can be bothered, we'll do charades next week. I was at earlier today. I was showing the Tour of Britain, the cycle race, which was quite interesting for me anyway. I quite enjoyed it. Quite exciting for me. So you can have a look at that previous broadcast if you want to. Was it the previous? Yeah, I think it was. You might do a game. Really good game show game. I hope I've got some great characters lined up. I have nobody lined up yet. So next scheduled thing should be breakfast and sketching on Tuesday morning. Read the form again. I actually didn't hear the statement well. Fuck's sake. Hang on. Right. Okay. It said. No, I'll get back to that. Actually, I'll come back to that. Right. So same person as before. I shan't say their name, but same person. Please continue to do these broadcasts. Sometimes it's the only help I get. I generally have taken a lot of valuable information from your viewers. I got lots of good information from one of your viewers, and it hurts me that they were called for things, as honestly, I have some hope since they sent me something before. I think we know who that is about. So let me just read that again. Please continue to do these broadcasts. Sometimes it's the only help I get. I generally have taken a lot of valuable information from your viewers. I got lots of good information from one of your viewers, and it hurts me that they were called for things, as honestly, I have some hope since they sent me something before. Well said. Ghosts on BBC. Yes, Ghosts is funny. I like Ghosts. Also, the female lead in that, what's her name? Charlotte Ritchie. She's also in another program on Channel 4, the name of which I forget. It's with Mae Martin and Charlotte Ritchie, and whatever that is called, that's also very good too. Yes, Ghosts, which is funny, but a much more dark and more difficult and harder program, more serious program, although still funny, is the other one, the name of which I forget, but maybe somebody will remember. So I don't know. Yes. So for Veda, that was my girlfriend Veda is the most beautiful human ever. Thanks. Right, that'll do for this week. I do have some time for television, yes. I wish I could remember what it was called. But if you search for Mae Martin, M-A-E Martin, and Charlotte Ritchie, it's very funny, very dark. 2 series, I think. Oh, it's also got Lisa Kudrow in it, and she's very good. Okay, that'll do for this week. Thank you for sending me all those messages. Thank you for helping everybody as well. Yes, I've told you what I'll be doing. Yes, Veda's doing a fundraiser. That's right. For victims of the hurricane in the east coast of the United States. So she's doing that all tomorrow. 12 hours. I think she's starting 12 o'clock her time, I think. Something like that. I think 12 p.m. Los Angeles. Yes, okay. You forgot a yes, okay. So yes, watch out for that. Watch out for that, everybody. Okay, thanks for watching. I will see you all next week for charades, possibly. See you Tuesday morning for sketching and breakfast. And, you know, I might go and visit a castle or something, as I always do. And yes, it's 11 o'clock. I'm not getting drunk. No, I have no drink with me. I'm going to not. You just put your hair up. Wow. Yeah, you might as well take your hair down. My drink is empty. That's a sign. And it's 11:15 now. Right. Thank you. See you all later. Thanks for all your messages. Thanks for all of your comments. Emma won. Brilliant. That's incredible. Wow. Qualifier. First time ever. I think I'm right in saying first time ever a qualifier has won a Grand Slam tournament. That is brilliant. Yeah, Emma. Is that? Yes. Qualifier Emma Raducanu wins US Open title, first British woman to secure a Grand Slam singles victory in 44 years. Excellent. That is amazing. Brilliant. All right. Thanks for watching. That's a nice thing to end on, isn't it? See you all later. Cheery bye, everyone. Have a nice